For the beginning, maybe you would want to introduce yourself. The curators of Krobath Wien this year are called SPATZI SPEZIAL. So the question is, who is SPATZI SPEZIAL?
I'm Süßmilch, and I'm an artist in your program. I paint and I make photos, and sometimes I make objects and performances. And I'm working together since 2018 with Valentin Wagner.
I'm an artist too, studying in Berlin right now. Yeah, painting, performance art, and music.
Yeah, and first we didn't have a name, and then separated by we came up with SPATZI SPEZIAL because we're calling each other SPATZI a lot. And as always, it starts with a joke, and then you get serious and you call SPATZI each other all the time, and then
becomes reality.
And then you're one of the couples who give each other pet names, and now we make it art, and now it's okay to call each other SPATZI all the time, everywhere.
The joke leads right into the middle of the subject. The subject of this year's curated by is called comedy. Which aspects of comedy are relevant for you? Or what is comedy?
I think it's able to break up things, serious things too. So it makes able to talk about different themes on a different way, and it makes it possible to show things differently. Yeah.
I mean, comedy is like the thing that drives me within my practice, and I think it's within our practice too. I'm a bit more on the jokey side, on the slapstick side, and I think you're more putting things in a clear, serious way. But comedy, I mean, I wouldn't call it comedy. I call it like, I don't know, being funny, and the sadness is really important as well. So we have a huge thing on the absurd, humoristic stuff in life, and the sad things, and
they're connected so close.
Or on the line when it breaks, when you're not sure if it's really, really sad and absurd, but it's so sad that it's funny. So I think I'm making jokes a lot. I want to be funny because life is so tragic.
As I know, so far you invited quite a lot of artists for your show. Can you tell us a little bit, how did you choose them? What do you want from them? What are we going to see?
Yeah, it's a mix. We really invited people we know, all of our friends and artists we know, and we like to work. And I think they are fitting really well together. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the show is called Bei Langeweile öfter mal das ABC aufsagen. In case of boredom, repeat the ABC more often. And it's based on I mean, the idea came from a video I once did when I was in Coney Island. I'm walking in the scene in a bee costume, and I'm reciting the ABC like very bored. Like A, B, C. And then we thought it would be like a nice breakup just to have the ABC as the point where you choose people. So we have 26 letters and 26 positions. The letter B is mine, so to say, because I did the video. So we invited artists and told them we want to have work, and you have to choose a letter because you're going to be a letter within the show. So you're going to see a show where the beginning of the title of the work is a letter. So a work which starts with A, and a work which starts with B and C and D and so on. And then we're going to fill up the whole gallery. And I think the people we asked, some didn't have time, but most of them said yes. And I think they like the absurdness of choosing this way, or not to have like a higher thought within creating a show, but just to say, we're going to do the ABC. So give us a work which starts with a letter.
Not following certain rules. So,
yeah. and it's stupid and it's simple, and I think the show is like it is a comedy show, so to say. But we invited a lot of artists which do more sort of sad works too, where you can't like always find in the beginning the humoristic part, but we can see it. I mean, we're gonna make like we're gonna be there for one time, I think, have an event where we tell people about why we chose these artists, which we chose. And so we have a little mixture of friends which are funny, personally and within their works. And we ask a few people like who have bigger names as well, because I think it's an important part too, to give people visibility who don't have always that visibility within a gallery, so who don't have access for some reasons to galleries.
So to use certain possibilities and structures to push people, which is a social project too, of course.
This might have been a prelude to the next question. What motivates you to curate an exhibition?
Yeah. And definitely to be able to put certain people in a certain position or to make them visible, because we like to work and it's not seen the way we would like to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, and as well, I was curating in the past, but I stopped like in 2014 because it's so much work, and it's like it's so much work, and often like you expect like gratitude or whatever, or people like being very what a show, because you worked so much on it for a month, and you have to organize a lot. Like it's organizing all the time.
Especially when you have 26 positions.
Yeah, but it's always, I mean, when I curated, I always like did shows where a lot of artists participated, because I like to bring people together as well. So, and that's the nice thing, like to invite people who don't have like that big name, those big names, and are not that famous, because they're really like into it. They say, oh, I want to make a new work, and then they come to the opening, and it's a really nice thing. And it's not necessarily they're making like worse art or so. And we invited like a few people who can attract the publicity as well.
How did you choose those? How did you choose? Like now, as I understand, you invited a lot of names not so known in the art scene, but also a lot of very well-known names. Mm-hmm. How did you choose the well-known names?
We really chose we had a look on how they fit into the exhibition, but we really choose artists we really like, we honor in a way, like Christian Jankowski or, you know.
Yeah, well, like we know most of them, like personally, and some we asked who didn't like, who said no in the end, but I mean that's okay. If I get invited for a show, I'm saying give me the artist list as well, because you have like only so much capacity to work with galleries. Which motivates me as well. I mean, it's fun as well, like to get in contact with people and then show their works. And in my head, it really looks great already. I don't know most of the works which people do, but like which motivates me as an artist and as a curator is like doing a great show, that people come and that I'm standing there and I'm saying like, wow, it's such a great painting and I did it. And
creating something, doing something with your hands. And it's a totally different work to be in the studio and to paint, or to think about a social construct of different people exhibiting there.
Yeah, but I think the works we're gonna like, we always have a little idea for the back room, and in my head it's like, so I want to see this. So I have the fantasy about a show very often when I curate, and then I want to see it like happen, be there. Because I actually studied sculpturing, so I have this thing with rooms as well. Yeah.
Maybe for the end we can talk a little bit about the idea for the back room, what you do have in mind. As also, we don't call it back room, we call it cabinet.
You call it cabinet, I know. I call it back room in my head. Because it's like, you call it the cabinet. So in the cabinet, it's gonna be very funny and very scary. I don't know, if we have to like...
Maybe we don't want to spoil it too much, but it's gonna be a little horror room.
And it's gonna be funny and it's gonna be very full So, yeah, it's a secret still.